Hello and welcome to Citizen Herald, a weekly program where we showcase various problems which are highlighted by public spirited citizens. Over the various episodes that we have featured on Citizen Herald, we have talked about the Kolwa Creek, the smart city, the nuisance spots in a village like Seoli, or the western bypass which is creating a lot of problems including flooding of Benawali fields. Basically, this program is linked to the Voice of Goa Herald, where we feature Citizen Herald articles which are written by the people. This time, we have another article which has been written by Anita Fernandez, which talks about and questions development at what cost. We are very delighted to have Anita Fernandez from Verna on our program Citizen Herald. Welcome to the program.
Hello sir, thank you. Thank you for having me in this program.
Yeah. So, we are very delighted that you have raised certain issues and we want to discuss these issues on this program. So, first of all, before we begin with the issue which you have highlighted, we would like to hear about yourself and what motivates you to take up public causes.
My name is Mrs. Anita Fernandez. I am from Verna, Goa, and I am a housewife.
Okay.
And I come from Verna, which is a village. And the writing which motivates me is due to Herald. Okay. It really motivates me. It's an eye-opener, and the development which really is happening in our village is really sad.
Yeah.
Because villages is turning into concrete jungle.
Yeah.
So that really motivates me to write the issues which the villages are facing right now.
Okay. So, basically to start with, can you describe to us Verna village?
Verna village is a beautiful village covered with paddy fields, and the villagers grow fruits and vegetables in their garden.
Yeah.
And the main thing is now it is losing its beauty because it's turning into a concrete jungle.
Okay.
Mostly the occupation of the people over there is farmers, coconut pluckers,
So
or
basically it's a farming village.
Yes, it's a farming
and
village.
Other occupations which are associated with farming.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
That is it.
Okay. And you have been living in this village for how long?
Almost for 23, 24 years.
Okay. And you have seen the transition over these last
Yes,
23
of
years?
course, of course.
Okay.
And the village is turning into a concrete jungle.
Okay.
The place where I'm staying, literally constructions are coming like anything at all.
Okay.
And the nuisance of the migrants are growing day by day.
Okay.
It's very scary.
Okay.
And it is alerting also.
So basically, Verna is a village which is situated on the outskirts of a city like Margao, and all the commercial activity or the commercial activity which takes place in the Verna industrial area, the spillover is happening into Verna village.
Yes, of course.
So basically you have people who work in Verna industrial estate or work in Margao staying in your village.
Yeah.
So therefore the influx of migrants.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what are the things which you regret are happening to the village? One thing is you mentioned is it is becoming a concrete jungle. The second thing you mentioned is that there are migrants who are coming. Yes. Any other things which raise your concern about this village?
Yes, our youth are not there. The village is empty. Families are just migrating towards UK, European cities for better prospects, for better lifestyle. Okay. So that worries me a lot.
So increasingly there are empty houses.
Empty houses.
Especially the males.
Males. Even the children are going for better studies, further studies, so that they can come up in life, a better lifestyle. Okay. That is the main problem,
Okay. So now, when we look at this Citizen Herald episode in 4 parts. One is we discuss what is the problem that the citizen has highlighted, here in this case Anita Fernandez. Secondly, we look at what are the consequences of this problem. The third thing is what are the solutions that we can look at given our limited scope and time, and what are the authorities that we can address or whom can we approach to rectify this issue. So, taking up the first problem, you have said that the article is titled as development at what cost, and the reference was to the flood of Goans migrating for work, and you said that it is a slap on the face of the claims of making Goa a hub of opportunity. So, why do you say that there are no opportunities in Goa?
First of all, is development necessary? Because it is a small Soviet Goa. Our Goa is small and Soviet. We don't need all these developments, you know. We have to work on the basic necessities of people. Example, some villages are not getting proper water supply.
Yeah.
Suffering,
Yeah.
literally suffering. And the second thing is what? People are not getting proper electricity.
Okay.
People are in the dark and they are damaging roads. On what cost?
Yeah.
Traffic jam, damaged roads. This is not development.
Okay. So, basically you are saying that there is a problem with the kind of development that the state government is pursuing, and basically we need to have the brass tacks ready, that is water supply, electricity, good road. These are the basic necessities which the citizens
we have to work on
are in need of. Now, also you are saying that this we as Goans, this state first belongs to Goans. Our Goan brothers and sisters from north and south are suffering. Now, how have you said and what are the various ways which you see in which they are suffering?
Yes, north and south are suffering. As I told you, no proper water supply, no proper electricity supply, plus there are no job opportunities. For first preference for outsiders, the migrants. We are the locals, we are the Goans. We were born and brought up over here. So, first preference should be given to the Goans.
So this is basically the angst of Goans, that in that very tiny place we are feeling encircled, and many of the job opportunities, this is the cry of the Goans, that many job opportunities are not coming to Goans, and that is the reason why Anita Fernandez has cited that many people from a village, typical Salsette village like Verna, are migrating not only for jobs but also for education.
Yes, better education.
Yeah. So, you have also talked about land grabbing, you have mentioned scarcity of water, bad roads, and this is all happening in the name of development. So, land grabbing, are there, I mean, Herald has intensively highlighted lot of land grabbing which is taking place in Bardes. Now, have you, I mean, it's not necessary, but have you heard about any cases of land grabbing in Verna? Because the moment people start migrating for better opportunities, the people who are involved in this kind of activities, they would have their eyes on the land of the people.
Of course, I've heard a lot, but you know, frankly speaking, O Heraldo is an eye-opener. It represents the voice of Goa. So, we come to know when we read the newspaper what is going around.
Yeah.
That's the main thing, and it is high time every Goan should be alert that their lands are going in the hands of the sharks.
Yeah.
So, you, O Heraldo, is an eye-opener.
Yeah. So, again further in your letter you have said that people are literally being harassed, and development and progress should be for the benefit of the people and not for the politicians.
Yeah.
Now, as a housewife, as a Mool Goenkar, how do you look at the political class? I mean, what is your honest opinion about the political class in Goa?
See, I don't belong to a political party, nor I want to criticize anybody, but it's a humble request or a favor, a request for the people who are at the state, at the center,
Yeah.
honorable ministers,
Yeah.
that please do work for the welfare of the Goa people.
Yeah.
Look at the people of Goa, they are suffering, literally suffering. This is just a start. There's a long way to go. If we don't start it now, working for the welfare of the people, it will be too late.
So it is very, very important, this point which Anita Fernandez has made with regard to the political class, which has to be sensitive to the needs and to the welfare of Mool Goenkars, who basically had suffered at the end of this kind of development that has been adopted by the state. Now, also there are concerns which are expressed. You have also expressed concerns about the need, the people who raise their voice against those in power are falsely accused and put in prison. Now, this is also something which many citizens have highlighted, and basic Goans want their wants to be fulfilled, they want their needs to be fulfilled, they want their basic day-to-day things like food, clothing, shelter, water, electricity, roads and proper infrastructure to be in place, but they also want the freedom of expression. That is what, when there is a need to say something, Goans want to say it because they have done it all these years, and they would not like to be hindered in, especially in exercising their right to freedom of speech. Now, you have also said in your letter with regard to this, is this democracy which our freedom fighters sacrifice their lives for us? Now, what is the kind of Goa that you imagine? Means what kind of a Goa do you want to live, and what kind of a Goa do you want your children to live in?
Goa is small and Subit, as I said, and the Goans are Susegad people.
Yeah.
So we need development, but let's finish with the basic, and children should nurture Goa. It should not be like the youth which is running out for better prospects, for better lifestyle. We should have it in our own Goa also.
So given a chance, you are saying that Goa should be a land of opportunities according to the qualification and the desires and aspirations of the youth.
Yes, the youth are now well qualified. They won't get settled down for small scale.
Yeah.
They are qualified.
Yeah.
The parents are sacrificing themselves
Yeah.
and giving them the best, not to get settled down for some small payment check.
Yeah.
So they are sending them out, no
Yeah.
options.
Okay. Now, so basically, in terms of consequences of the development which is taking place, many of the people, as Anita has pointed out, many of the people, especially the youth, do not find the kind of development which is taking place is in line with the kind of their aspirations. They are not able to fit into this development model, because very often the kind of factories which come in, the kind of job opportunities which are created, the kind of corporates which come to Goa, they do not provide for jobs for the local youth, and therefore the youth have to go out of Goa. So basically, is this what you are saying in terms of the consequences of
Yes,
development?
that is how it is. Because development means you have to look at the opportunities of youth also now.
Yeah.
Our youth are highly qualified. They want the best and has the future of our Goa. We have to provide them.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. We have to work for the welfare of the people.
Okay. Now, I want to put this pointed question to you. Since you live in the village of Verna, also your neighboring industrial estate which is there is called as Verna Industrial Estate. Now, how would you look at the opportunities which are created by this Verna Industrial Estate for the village youth, especially because this Verna Industrial Estate bears the name of your village, and also most probably the Comunidad has sacrificed so much of land which has been given, your underwater resources have been sacrificed. Now, what are the benefits which have come to people of Verna from this industrial estate?
According to me, I'm a housewife. So, according to me, I feel if you go to that Verna Titan city, you won't find our youth working over there. It's taken over by the migrants, the outsiders, which are dominating over there. So our youth doesn't stand anywhere over there.
Okay.
That's the main thing.
Okay.
It's just the name, the village name is given. But if you go to see, our youth have no much opportunity over there.
Okay. Now, I do not know if it's fair to put this question to you, but very often, like for example, there are a lot of industrial estates which are set up in Goa. You have the Pilain Industrial Estate, you have Kundai Industrial Estate, you also have the Verna Industrial Estate, apart from that Kanakon and other industrial estate. But do you find, because very often people complain, do you find that there is a pollution which you have heard of of in Verna village because of the factories which are located on top of the mountain?
There are pollutions.
Okay.
Top of the mountains, like pollutions is there, and Margao is stinking. If you go to the Margao city also, damaged roads, stinking. First it was not that much polluted, but now it's turning into a pollution hub, smelling, stinking.
Yeah.
I thought maybe because of the cities, industrial areas only.
Yeah.
As far as I am concerned, it is because of that only.
Yeah.
The pollution is taking place. But my most important point is the migrants,
Yeah.
which create nuisance and create pollution, because there is no proper sanitation and all, proper the place where they stay and all is very badly maintained, you know. And then the other houses, other villages get this polluted, like, you know, the neighbors and all neighborhood and all.
Yeah. Now, I mean, it's very difficult to tackle this problem of migrants, because what happens is that it is you know that it's a low pressure and high pressure area kind of situation, because many people are migrating and many people have given up their traditional occupations. It is the migrants who come in to fill that vacuum and take that place. So, for example, you will say in a typical Goan village, you will find that now the bakers are migrants, the toddy tappers are migrants. Many of the people who work in agricultural farms are also migrants. So, how do you look at that? Because what happens is that once Goans give up these occupations, there is somebody has to do this job. How do you look at that?
It's very difficult. I'm having a garden. I don't get a cleaner. All migrants, no options. That's the main thing. We have our own garden. We need somebody to clean the garden, somebody to pluck coconuts. All migrants. There is no option, because the coconut pluckers are gone to the European countries for better opportunities. We are left over there.
Now, if you were to make an appeal to any of the government authorities, what would you like to say to the government authorities in terms of you know, what should be done, especially with regard to keeping this youth, Goan youth, from migrating and creating opportunities for them, and you know, solving this problem of migrants? How would you go about it? Because there are different levels of government which are there, beginning with certain things which are there with your village panchayat. So, what would you say to your village panchayat in terms of developing Verna village?
Verna village. In developing Verna village, first thing I would like to tell my panchayat is, please put some CCTV cameras for our village, so that you can monitor the migrants. That is the basic thing, you know, because it is very scary. The tenants, the migrants roaming around, the landlords keeping lot of tenants which are not properly verified. Second thing is, please, before development, do a little fogging in every village, which is very necessary because of the rise in dengue and malaria. More than the development, these are the basic needs which has to be done properly. That's the most important thing.
So, basically you are saying that there is an issue of security of the villages, and therefore there should be CCTV cameras. Also, is the police verification not done by the landlords?
According to the panchayat, when I went, it is a personal of mine. When I had gone to the panchayat, they told me that the police station does. When I went to the police station, they told me that the panchayat does. Now, recently there was an announcement made in our church for Easter Mass that all the tenants should be verified before the 20th of April. So, according to that, you can make out that whether the verification was done or no. As a housewife, I can tell you that much only.
So basically the police verification, the tenant is the one, the landlord is the one who has to take the photograph, fill the forms, and the tenant has to go along with the landlord to the police station and get the verification done, and that is how it is. I do not know if they have delegated these powers. I doubt they have delegated these powers to the panchayat, but basically the panchayat is supposed to ensure that migrants who are living in the village, they can of course check and find out whether the tenant verification has been done by sending somebody from door to door. So second issue you mentioned is regarding health.
Health.
Yeah. So you're saying that there should be fogging should be done.
Yes, fogging should be done because there is a rise in dengue, malaria, mosquitoes. No proper sanitization for the people who are staying over there.
Okay.
The tenants, God knows on what type of places they are staying.
Yeah.
It is important.
Okay.
Fogging is very important.
And what about the traditional water supply in the Verna village? Because basically most of the Goan villages had wells and they were independent in terms of, or they had some tanks and well water sources because of which they were independent. Now how is the situation with regard to water supply in Verna? Is it solely dependent on public water supply?
As far as I am concerned, I have a well which gives me a little water supply, but the spring is getting dried up because constructions are coming up.
Okay.
Where there are springs, they are building up constructions. So how will the people get water supply?
Okay.
There is no, especially April, May, we suffer a little bit. I don't know about other villages, but sometimes Verna suffers
Okay.
because there is a scarcity of water supply sometimes.
Yeah.
But if you go to Agonda, Kankan, they suffer a lot.
Okay.
The north and the south. That
Yeah.
is the Kankan. I'm from Agonda.
Okay.
So I know people literally suffer over there because of water supply.
So Verna, which is on the outskirts of the industrial area, and Margao city is a little better off in terms of water supply.
Yeah, according to me, I feel it is a better in terms of water. Only during April, May, we have problems because people are having wells and all for that reason. But those wells are also getting dried up now
Yeah.
because of the springs which are getting dried up.
Yeah.
Constructions can't predict the future. Maybe we also will be running out of water.
Okay. So to basically to wind up, we congratulate you for taking up this issue and writing a letter, development at what cost, and highlighting the issues that are taking place in Goa. We would ask you to give a message to many people, like common people. You being a housewife, you have taken this issue and you have taken the trouble to come on our program Citizen Herald. We would like you to give a message to similar public spirited citizens to come out, either to write letters or to come on our program. What message would you like to give to our viewers?
The message that I would like to give to our viewers is that beside reading the newspaper and discussing on the sofa set in front of the TV while drinking tea,
Yeah.
it's better that you put it in practice. Start writing, start expressing yourself.
Yeah.
Liberty of thought, expression and speech.
Yeah.
Democracy. Let's practice it.
Yeah.
No, just not talking. Put it in practice.
Yeah.
And frankly speaking, thank you so much. Really appreciate to be a part of Citizen Herald. And I'm really happy that I'm a part of O Heraldo, an eye-opener, and also represents the voice of people.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So it's a very beautiful message which has been given by Anita Fernandez. We thank her for coming on our program Citizen Herald, and very often we find it difficult. There are a lot of people who talk behind the camera, but people are not courageous enough for whatever reason to come in front of the camera and express themselves. We thank Anita for taking the courage, coming here, expressing her thoughts before the people, and encouraging more public spirited citizens to come before and speak on the issues that concern the state of Goa, to keep it beautiful, to take over development which is in tune with the needs of the people. So we thank Anita for coming on this program, and we hope that you enjoyed watching this program Citizen Herald week after week. Thanks for watching Herald TV.